So could you introduce yourself and your company?
Yeah, I'm Steve Jones. I'm the Sales Director of S&C Electric Europe. I'm working for S&C. S&C is a company which was founded in 1911, headquarters in Chicago. Traditionally, switching products was our first product range, and over the years we've developed a number of the products into the products they are today, and also introduced them into the world of the smart grid. So we've managed to take the products, develop them, innovate them, and make them communicating, controllable, and bringing intelligence to the network.
And could you describe some of the smart grid technologies you offer?
Yeah, of course. We have a whole range really of smart grid products from our energy storage devices. So we are delivering energy storage from 25 kilowatts up to around 20 megawatts for a number of applications. These could be microgrid applications, they could be applications to assist in renewables where intermittency is an issue. So this really is the Achilles heel of renewable energy. Energy storage is one of the possible solutions to that. When we look into our smart grid area, we have a number of innovative products, from switching products like our Inteliruptor pulse reclosing device. We have innovative software like our IntelliTeam SG, which allows us to automate these devices, bring them into a complete system, and bring more vision of the electrical network back to the customer.
Could you go through a couple of examples of where you've applied the storage systems to intermittent renewables?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at our storage devices, one application where we use this is solar, for instance. Now, solar is very productive when the sun is there, but there is a big demand to carry out what we call peak shifting. So using storage, you can store the energy when the solar park is producing energy, and then you can move that amount of energy to the peak when it's required by the customer. So we can use energy storage for peak shifting. We can go into renewables and use, in wind farms, for example, a technique called load following, where we can try and smooth out the wind farm output. So there's several applications where we can use these devices. If we look at the smaller end of our solutions, 25 kilowatts, which is our community energy storage, this device allows us to supply a number of properties down on the LV network and also be part of our smart grid solution. So we can then create an island, we can disconnect part of the grid, and we can create a microgrid, and with the help of energy storage, with the help of some of our other smart grid solutions, we can create a genuine microgrid for the future of the networks.
And how cost effective is it for intermittent renewables to connect to battery storage?
Well, this is one of the issues at the moment with storage, is the economical model. It's a new technology. A lot of the technologies out there and the solutions in the field are there for mainly learning processes. So a lot of the utilities are taking storage, using it, looking at what the benefits are, and then looking at the economical model. Now, storage needs some incentives to get this market moving. There's a lot of projects out there, but to increase the amount of projects and the solutions and to look at the economical model, then incentives will be required to make it a viable solution.
And so where do you see the company going in the next 5 years or so?
Well, I think we're expanding already. If you look at our region now in Europe, we were founded in 2008. We're now up to almost 30 people in our region. We're covering Europe, we're covering Middle East, and we're covering Africa. So the company is developing and continues to develop their solutions to meet the needs of the growing demand of the network and the more complexity of the network. As embedded generation increases, the aging network needs to be supported by new innovative products, and that's where S&C are one of the leaders.
And what does the company need right now?
I think the company needs right now is some incentives to kickstart some of the markets. Smart grid, for instance, has been talked about for many years, but there's still, around Europe in particular, many grids that are still aging. The networks were built a long time ago, They were designed for a radial supply of power, i.e. the power is generated at the top and is distributed at the bottom. These networks are changing considerably, so investment in the network needs to increase. The rollout of smart grid needs to be incentivised and increased to meet the demands of the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.